Hey there, it's Jamin. As you can tell by the countdown clock here, our lesson's about to begin. Now, if you've already been here before, you can just come back when it hits 0. But if this is your first lesson, I've got a couple things I'd like to show you first. Here we go. Regardless of whether you've been playing for a long time or you've never seen a piano before in your life, you don't have to worry. Each song is broken into 6 different levels, and each week is a new song. So you didn't have to be here last week in order to understand this week's lesson. All you need to do is click on the button that says PDF next to the lesson, and you'll see something like this. This first page, you can pretty much just ignore because it's just for people who are downloading the PDF without actually being at the lesson. Now, this might be relevant to you if you've never played any music before, because this chart will help you once you get to track like 2 and 3. But if you're an absolute beginner, all you'll really need is this chart right here that tells you what the letters are for each of the notes. You'll notice on the next page in the upper right-hand corner, this is where it says what track the music is for. So when we're on track 1, you want to be reading along on this page. Track 1 just tells you what notes you're supposed to play with what words. But you don't have to do that on your own. I'm going to be showing you the PDF and playing along with you as we go, so you'll be able to see the letters on my keyboard and play right along with me. That's what track 1 is like. Now after that, we're going to go to track 2. That's going to be on the next page in your PDF, and you'll know that we're in level 2 because this little thing right here is going to get switched to this. Ta-da! We're in track 2. And at this point, we play along with track 2. I'll show you how to play all the music, how to read the music, and then we'll go through track 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 the same way. But you don't have to play through all the levels. I mean, we're all playing the same song. So as we move on and do a different version of the song, you play your version along with us. Now these lessons are all completely interactive, so I want you asking questions as soon as you have them. You've got a couple different options. One is there's going to be a chat button to the right of the live video. If you click on that, you can chat with the other students who are online at the same time. And also my assistants will be in the chat room to answer your questions. If they don't know the answer to your question, they're going to ask me, and I'm going to stop the lesson until you have your question answered. But I understand sometimes you have a question that you think is stupid or you don't want to ask in front of everybody. That's why down below the video, there's going to be a place where you can enter your question. It doesn't go in the chat room. It goes straight to my assistants. They ask me, and then I'm going to answer your question privately. No one even has to know who asked it. Each week, we're raffling off new prizes. Now, if you don't win, don't worry, you get to keep all your raffle points for the next week and you just have a better chance of winning that week. But when you do win, you've got the choice of 3 prizes. The first 2 prizes are going to change every week. The third prize, though, stays the same. If you don't like the first 2, you can always cash out and take a gift card to pretty much any store you like to shop at. So you want to know, how do I earn raffle points? Well, we're always coming up with new ways, but here's what we've got so far. Of course, you can earn points by participating in the live lessons and the live recitals, but the best 2 ways to earn points right now are to submit videos of yourself in the video submission section. Now they can be videos of you playing songs that you've learned here, or even just telling us more about yourself so we can get to know you. And the last way, the best way, is by doing the daily challenge. Each day in the daily challenge section, there's going to be a video where you play along, and as you play along, you unlock that day's secret code. At the end of the video, you've got a chance to put in that day's secret code and earn your points. Good luck. Whew. So, hopefully at this point, you've got your PDF either open on your computer or printed out in front of you. You're at your piano, you're ready to ask questions. I'm ready to answer them. Let's get started. Hello and welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin Collar and this is Kendra.
Hi.
Kendra is going to be our in-studio student. She's going to be learning right along with you. So she's going to go off here in a little bit and start practicing. But first, I want to introduce you to our moderator who's going to answer all of your questions.
Hi.
That's Emily Pogue, and she's awesome. So if you have any questions, then just ask her in the chat, and then she'll ask me, and we'll interrupt the lesson to make sure that your questions are answered. All right? You ready?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Because what are you going to say? No, right? All right. Good luck, my friend. See you later. We'll check in with you at level 3. Okay. All right. So today, if you have your PDF open, we have Hakuna Matata. Let me play it for you first, and then we're going to get started in level 1. It goes something like this. There we go. That is from The Lion King, and the good news is there's only 4 notes to it, so you can totally do this. It's this note right here, which is C. It's the one that's right below a group of 2 black notes. So if you find any group of 2 black notes, the one right below it is going to be C. So we're going to use that one, and the next one up, which is the next one in the alphabet, A, B, C, D. And then the next one up, which is A, B, C, D, E as well. And then this one down here we're going to need, which is an A. So we need A and C and D and E, and that's it. If you can go like this, right there, you've almost got the entire first line, because that's it. It's going to go D, E, D, E, D. There you go. One more time. It's going to go D, E, D, E, D. And then at the end of that, we're going to throw in a C. So we've got 3 Ds, 1, 2, 3, with a C. Starts out kind of quick. Let's try it just that much so far. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now, the good news is it comes right back. Check this out. Here it goes again. Hakuna Matata. So we've actually already got 2 lines of the song. D, E, D, E, D, C is the first line. It's also the third line. D, E, D, E, D, C. So let's take a look at that second line so we can fill it in here. Here's where we use that A. We go down to here. A, C, E, 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 C. So it's these 3 right here. We're going to go straight from the bottom to the top. A, C, E, E, E. 3 E's in a row. And then back to C. What a wonderful phrase. One more time. What a wonderful phrase. So now we have the first 3 lines. Hakuna Matata. And then, what a wonderful phrase. Now again, the Hakuna Matata part. Hakuna Matata. Now, this next part is going to start exactly the same as the second line did. Ain't no pass. Right there, A, C, E, just like we had before, A, C, E. Ain't no pa. We're gonna end it with a C and a D. So A, C, E, and then the ending, C, D. Let's try that much so far. What is that, like 5 lines, 4 lines, something like that? Here we go. Here's the beginning. Here's these 3 notes in a row. The first line again, these 3 notes again, and then the end. All right, we're like halfway through. It means no worries is just going to be D, E, and then straight down E, D, C. D, E, E, D, C. It means no worries. Now, let me remind you at this point, in case you were following along and struggling and you almost had the song and now I'm moving on to the next section, you feel like, Oh no, I'm never gonna get this song. You have all week to practice this thing. So right now, just get all of the notes that you can, play along with us each time we play the track, and then if you don't get all the notes, that's fine, leave it till later. If you come back and practice with the daily challenge, you'll have more points so you can earn more prizes. So keep practicing this week. For right now, let's try all the notes you have. If you have all of them that I've taught so far, great. If not, you got all week, don't worry about it. Here we go. Here we go. Here's that beginning part again. And then those three notes. Ain't no passing craze. Here's that part we just learned. To go up and then go down. All right. Here's the one that's kind of, it turns around over and over. For the rest of your. For the rest of your. A, C, C, A, C. One more time. For the rest of your, and then just scooch over one, and we've got days. Ready? Here's the last line that you need. It's a problem free. Two E's, two C's with a D in the middle. It's a problem free. Two E's, two D's, and we're there. And then we got Hakuna Matata, which is the line you already know because we've already played it like 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 million times. So, it's a problem-free philosophy. And then the last line, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. Now, if you get nothing else, at least get the part that is Hakuna Matata because that comes up 3 times in the song. We're going to try this thing 2 more times. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Here's those 3 notes. Then the Hakuna Matata part again. 3 notes. D, E, E, D, C. It's that turnaround part. Probably need to practice that one. Here we go. It's 2 E's, 2 D's, and then we're there. And the last line. All right. One more time on track 1, and then it's going to be time to take a little break. Here we go. First line. The Hakuna Matata. Then those 3 notes. End on a D. E, D, E, D, C. I don't think that was right. Here we go. 2 E's, 2 C's with a D in the middle. 2 E's, 2 D's, and then we're there. And right. So we're going to move on to level 2 here in just a second. But first, I want you to know if you're at level 1 and you're struggling with level 1, just keep practicing that one. We're going to move on and do some other stuff. But we're going to play that same track to practice with each time. Each time we do that, you just play whatever level you're at. Now, last week, Emily, you weren't here last week, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Last week we played the duck song. Have you ever heard the duck song before?
With the grapes?
Yes, you have. Yes, with the grapes. Where did you hear it first?
I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, of course. Of course. Well, I apologized last week for that song because obviously it's kind of stupid. But this week, someone sent me a video that was even stupider. Have you seen I Gotta Pee? Mm-mm. You're about to. I'm sorry. Sorry. Emily?
Huh. That was very interesting.
Yeah. Which one is stupider? The duck song or I Gotta Pee?
I gotta pee.
It's going to be stuck in your head, though. You're going to be going home singing, "Gotta pee, I gotta pee," which is fine unless you accidentally do it too loud. You're like, "Gotta pee, I gotta pee, I gotta pee," and your dad's like, "What?" So anyway, let's move on. Level 2. All right, check out your PDF. The very first note that we have is that second line down. The second line down is always a D. The second line down is always a D. Now it's gonna be this D right here. This C right here is middle C. And if we had a note that was like down lower towards the bottom, it would be closer to middle C. But this D, as you can see, is like almost at the top of all of those lines in the treble clef. So we're gonna be all the way up here at this D, not this one. This one's gonna be way down at the bottom. This D is right up there on that second line is always a D. The second line down is always a D. All right, so we're gonna start off with that one. As you can see, it just goes from that first note on Ha to Ku, goes up 1. So from there, we're gonna go up 1. And then from there, it goes back down to Na from that space to that line. Then it goes up to the space. We're gonna go back up, and then it goes down to a line. And then it goes down again to a space. So that's the beginning. It's line, space, line, space, line, space. The next one, if we compare these two notes right here, the one we just ended on, and the next one, you can see that one is on the third space up, and then the next one that we have is on the second space up. So we're skipping from a space to the space that's right below it. So we're going from this note that's on a space, this note right here would be on a line, so we're going to this one right here, which would be on that space. So space to a space. And anytime you're skipping from a space to a space or a line to a line, you're always just skipping over one note, just like we are here. So we ended on that one. The next one's gonna be here. That's on a space. As you can see, the next one, also on a space. We're going up to the next space. So we're skipping over this note right here, which would be on the line, to that one. Then that one's, if that one's on a space and the next one's on a space, we're gonna skip again right there. Then the next note is the same one on the word der. It's an E. And then full is that same note because they're all in that same space. One, der, full. You can see they're all in the exact same space there, that top space of the treble clef. From there, after we have those 3 notes, we're gonna scoot down from that space to the next space down. So it's all just a bunch of spaces, so it's all just a bunch of skips. What a wonderful phrase. Let's try that much with the track. Again, if you're on track 1, cool, just join us with the version that you're working on. Here's all spaces, space, 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 space. There we go. The next one we're not going to spend a lot of time on because it's the exact same thing as we had before, that Hakuna Matata part. It's line, space, they're right next to each other. Hakuna Ma. So we're going to go down to that next one. The next one starts on the second line down. The second line down is always what? D. That one right there. No one answered. That's weird. Did you already know that? Nano, you knew it already?
I thought it was a C.
You thought it, oh, it was a C. Good try. Good try. All right, so that's a D. Then we're gonna go from that line to the space right below it. And then we're landing on Nano's note to this C right there. Ta, ta. Now, as you can see here, we're going from a space. That ta is on a space. The next one's on a space, which means that we're skipping over a note. We're going from here, not to that one, but that one. 8, no, pass, all spaces. In fact, pass in is also space to a space. So it's all space, space, space. None of these notes which would be lines. These are all spaces, lines, spaces. 8, no, pass in. From there we go up 1 from that space to the line right next to it. Now we've got that same note exactly. The second line down is a what, Nano?
C.
Oh, no.
It's a D.
It's a D.
D.
It. Next little notch up from that line to that space.
E.
E. All right. Now he's getting it. Means no, it's on the same space, so it's going to be the same note. We got 2 E's there in a row. Next line, we are like halfway through. Beautiful. Were starts on the second line down, and the second line down is always a what?
C.
Come on, dude. Really?
D.
D!
D.
The second line down is always a D. Were, right there. He's not doing that for your benefit, I don't think. I think he really thought it was a C.
I did.
I'm sorry. All right, worries is on a space. We're going from a space to a space, which means we're skipping over a note. For, the next one goes up to the next space. The, rest is the same exact note. Rest. And then from rest to of, down to that space. Up a space, and then up just one note. We're not going from a space to a space or a line to a line. So we're just going to that next one over. It's a space to a line. That's on a space. That's a line. Let's do that much so far, just down to days. Now, this is going to be too small for you to read on the screen probably, so that's why you need to print out your PDF. But here we go. Starts on a line. Then all spaces for this next one. Then the same phrase, Hakuna Matata. Spaces again. Space, 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 line. It means space, 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 space. Up one. Last little section. This is on the note that is right above the second line down. So you know the second line down is a what?
D.
Yes, it's a D. So the next notch up is going to be an E. It's a. He's very proud of himself over there. Fist bumping Emily over there. It's a. This is the second line down in the treble clef. That's a D. Then we're going to go down one notch from that line to that space. Lem and free, same note because they're on the same space. This goes back up to that E. Fi is the same thing as low. And then it goes down one note. And then it's going to be on the same exact line, so same exact note. So, fi, la, so, fi. And then we've got that same line down there at the end of the same phrase, Hakuna Matata. So, here we go from the top at level 2. Good luck. All spaces, space, 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 skip. Spaces again, ain't no passing until we hit craze is on the line. Means no word. Spaces again, space, 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 space. Line, our last one. Back up to that E again. And last line, here we go. Cool. One more time on level 2. On your mark, get set. Then, spaces again. Space, 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 space. Up to that line. And then, spaces again for the rest of your up to that next line. And then it's a back up to that E. And the last line. Cool. Let's take a break from that for a minute and check in with Mailbag. If you'd like to be the Mailbag winner, send your questions, comments, and artwork to any of these addresses. And today we have a letter from Emily in Modesto. And Emily says, hey, Jamin, can you play the track slower at 5-1 because it's hard to keep up? Thank you. Yes, Emily. Actually, there have been a lot of people who have been requesting that. I apologize if the track has been so fast. In fact, just for the people who are asking for it slower, what I did was I took the track that you normally have, which does the thing that we're practicing, but then the actual real fast version doesn't show up until minute 2. So at the very beginning, it's the slow version, the one that we're doing. If you speed up and go to a minute, it's going to be like the medium version. Let me play that for you. Here's the medium version. If you take your track, your MP3, and go to exactly 1 minute, you'll hear this. So it's a little bit faster. Then, the way they do it in The Lion King is actually at this speed right here. If you speed up all the way to 2 minutes, you'll hear this. So if you want to be able to play along with them in the movie, you'll need to practice it at the rate that's going at 2 minutes. But hopefully, Emily, today is a little bit easier for you to follow along with because we slowed it down for you, and we'll try to do that each week on all of our MP3 tracks. Thank you. It's time to level up. Here we go. All right, today we're just adding a little bit of left hand in level 3. So it's all the same stuff from level 2, except we have a couple notes in the left hand. So the first note that we're going to have is the second line down, but this is in the bass clef. So it's not a D, this one is an F, right there. And we're just going to hang on to it. That line from that note to the next note means you don't have to play that next note again. You can just hold this one all the way through. So it's going to go Hakuna Ma, and then when we first get to that first ta, bam, right there, an F. So we're going to go Hakuna Matata. And then, what a wonderful, just hang on to that one down there. And then the next note is the second space up, which is a C, this one right here. You're going to want to use your index finger and your pinky for those. So that's going to come in on phrase. So, Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase is going to be that C. And then Hakuna Ma. Down here, the second line down on the bass clef is always an F. That one right there. Then that one becomes an F sharp on ain't, right there. No, pass in, and then it goes from that F sharp just up to that next note there. So far, on all of our notes we have an F, and then a C, and then an F, an F sharp, and a G. Let's try that much if you're at level 3 with the track. If you're not at level 3, practice whatever level you're at. Here we go. Not that fast. Here we go. So it's gonna go Hakuna F, wonderful C, then back up to F, 2, 3, 4, F sharp, 2, 3, 4, G. Right, and we're already halfway through level 3. Great job. This one right here goes to the top line in the bass clef, which is always an A, right there. And it goes from that line to that next line down. As we already figured out last time, when you go from a space to a space or a line to a line, you just skip over one note. So we're going from there, that's on the line, that'd be a space, that would be a line right there. So we're going from that one to that one. That's on worries, that one's on 4. The rest of your, and then we're going from a line to a line again. So we're going from that one to not that one, but that one. So it means no worries for the rest of your days. Then, this part's the easiest part. We've got a G right there that lasts all the way until our C. So it's a problem-free philosophy, Hakuna Ma, bam, C, and you're done. So one more time to review. We've got, at the beginning, an F that then goes to a C. And then we've got an F, F sharp, G. It means no worries is an A. Then we're just going to skip down for the rest of your skip down days. It's a problem-free, wait on G, philosophy, and then Hakuna Ma, C. Here we go. F sharp, G, next line starts off with an A, skip, skip, then we just got that big G right there, and then just hang on to it, be patient, here comes the C, and there we go. Great job. It is now time for us to check in with our in-studio student, Kendra, come on over. Let's see how much progress she's gotten to make in the, what, like 10 minutes that she's been working on it? Not much. That's fine. That's perfect. Do you have the Hakuna Matata part down?
Yes.
Okay, show me the Hakuna Matata, that part.
Whoops, is that a bit high?
No, that's fine. Yeah, you could also play it down here or down here, but whatever.
Okay.
That's fine. Do you have the next one? The skip part? Oh, you said you only had a little bit down. I was thinking like a note or two. You're doing great.
Thanks.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to turn on the track. Just get all of them you can. If you get nothing else, at least at the end, get that last Hakuna Matata part.
Okay, I'll try my best.
All right, that's all we're asking for. Here we go. Then Hakuna Matata. This part's crazy. Yeah, nice. It means no worries? Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
Here comes that last section. The rest of your days. It's a problem free. You know that part? Start on eats a problem free. Philosophy, 2 E's. And wait, go. Haha! Look at you. Nice work. Beautiful. You might even have the whole song down by the time we check in with you at level 6. You've gotten a lot. You've got way more than half done so far.
Thanks.
And we got 3 more levels to go, and then we're going to check in with you again.
Okay.
Good luck. Go
Thank
practice. All right, and we are all going to level up. Whoa, hey. Not the fast version. Thank you. All right, we're all going to level up to level 4. Here we go. All right, here is the wildly insane part. We're going to go to the PDF quickly here. I'm going to show you what you need to know for this section, but we're not going to go over it in too much detail. If this is too complicated for you, you probably should stick around level 1, 2, or 3. But if all that stuff was crazy boring for you and you're just waiting for this thing to get complicated, it's about to get complicated. Here we go. This first one right here on your left hand, the right hand is all the same. So the left hand is going to play first. It's a triad. That's 3 notes all in a row with a note in between, just like that. The top note being a C. So that's a C. It's on a line, and then on a line, and on a line. And we just play that 4 times in a row. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can see the top note stays the same. It's on that ledger line right above the bass clef. But the bottom 2 that were on lines both shifted down. Those were on lines, they shifted down to be on spaces. So that's the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next 4 after that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 4 bars, that first whole line is these right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these switch down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line, it's the exact same thing we started with. 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 is the exact same as the chord before it, except the bottom one has a sharp on it. This is the bottom note right here. So when we put in a sharp on it, it's going to be right there. 1. And that sharp goes for the entire measure. So all 4 of those have that sharp at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all of those notes move from line, line, line to space, space, space. So we're going to go from line, 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 everything's shifting up to right there. Space, space, space. Now this bottom note is going to start doing some really weird stuff here. It's going to go from here twice, then it's going to go down to that one, which is F sharp. 1, 2 of those, and then down to the F, the regular F on that next line right here. 2 of those. And then the top 2 still stay the same, but this thing's going to move up to this note right here, that A flat. So to review that line again, because that was kind of weird. This section right here goes right here. These 2 are going to stay the same. It's going to creep down, and then jump up. Then the next line, actually, you know what? Let's try just that much so far. Here we go, and shift down, back up, the bottom one moves up, and then all down, creeping down, and then jumping up. This next one right here is just like the first one, except it's all lines, except it's not those lines. It's those lines right there. 2 of those, bottom one again, dropping out. Then the one that we started with for the rest is gonna, the top 2 stay the same. Bottom one, again, creeps down for 2. And then we've got this chord right here with a D and an F sharp and an A, all on lines. There we go. Same exact thing on the next one, except we've added this C in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last line goes like this. We got C right here, C with these 2 spaces, E and G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This next weird looking one, there's a C in there. There's also the note that's right above a C. It's going to be that one with a G on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally, all spaces, and then all spaces down here, starting on C, C, E, G. If you're at level 4, here we go. Let's try this one. 2, 3, 4. Same one. The bottom are going to shift down. Bottom creeps up, and then 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. 2, 3, 4. Add that C in. And then the weird one with the 2 crammed in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's take a break from this and check out this week's website. Here we go. This is musiclearningcommunity.com/freegames.html. Good luck with that one. Don't spell it wrong. Musiclearningcommunity.com/freegames.html. Whoa, there it comes again. So if you can't catch all this right now because we're going to kind of rush through this website because there's a lot of stuff here, then that's fine. You can go back in the archives and check this exact same lesson out, watch this lesson so you can copy down that address. But basically all of these here are different games you can play that help not only with piano but just in music in general. So even if you're not usually like a piano student, if you're taking violin lessons or trumpet lessons or drum lessons, there's all kinds of fun games in there. Too many, obviously, for me to play right here with you. But go check that out. Again, musiclearningcommunity.com/freegames.html. We're going to rush on, my friends. We're going to rush on to level 5. Let's level up and see what we got. All right, so the major change here is that we've changed all of our letters into numbers. Nano shows us what the numbers look like with a PDF. There we go. This is number 1, and our chord that's built on number 1 is going to be like this, number 1, and then just a chord like we talked about every other note. So that's our 1 chord, that's our 2 chord because it starts on the 2, that's our 3 chord because it starts on the 3, that's our 4 chord because it starts on the 4, that's our 5 chord because it starts on the 5, and there's our 6 chord because it starts on the 6. So there we go. As you can see, we start off with Hakuna Ma and then a 4 chord here at the beginning. Now, also, if you take a look at ku, that's got a little B right there next to it. That's a flat sign. So instead of playing our regular 3, we're going to play a flat 3, which is this one. So instead of playing Hakuna Matata, we're going to play that flat 3 right there for all of those. So Hakuna Ma. 4 chord, what a wonderful 1 chord, right here starting on the 1, Hakuna Ma, 4 chord, and then ain't no passing 5 chord, starts on the 5, it means no, 6 chord, worries, 4 chord, now this is a 2 chord, but the big M means that this one right here needs to be that note right there. Days. And then it's a 1 chord, 5 chord, starting on the 5. So you've got that lowered 3 right there, and then you've also got all the numbered chords to deal with if you're in level 5. Good luck. If you're not in level 5, if you're level 1 or 2 or 3, just play along with the track as we go. Then here's that 2 chord with that raised one right there. 1. Here comes the 5. All right, so if you're in level 5 and that was too quick for you and you haven't learned the whole thing, join the group, my friend. You need to practice this one. Again, you've got all week to learn this song because we're not going to start a new song until next Sunday. So go to the daily challenge, earn some points, get some practice time in, win some prizes. And if you're wondering, oh my goodness, if you're wondering why I don't shut that off every time, it's because it's the first week. Thanks, Emily and Modesto, for the suggestion, but I'm going to have to get used to that. So if you're wondering who won this week's prize, here it is. All right, congratulations. Just let Emily know which prize it is that you are wanting. You can either tell her in the chat, or if you're not watching tonight and you are in the archives, then you can email us or send us a thing in the contact form, or I don't know. Find us. Let us know what you want. We will send you your gift card or your gift in the mail. All right, it's now time to level up and go to insanity. All right, this is the level where you just play everything you possibly can, every lick you know. If you're in level 5 and even that is kind of boring for you, here's your chance to show off and to play along with the track. Here's our last time through with the track, and then we're going to be checking in with Kendra. Here we go. No, come on. Here we go. Let's check in with Kendra. Come on over. All right, so I pretty royally messed that last one up, actually. So you couldn't hear it, though, huh?
Nope.
Oh, that's wonderful. I played it perfectly. Perfectly. Here you go. Here's this. Oh, my... Oh, Emily, I'm sorry. We'll get that down. That minute goes by, and then it does the next one. But you ready?
Yep.
We're going to do the slow version. Do you think you have the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe with just the regular level 2.
Were you
or
trying
level-
some of the left-hand stuff then too at the end?
Yeah, I was trying some of the level 3 left hand, but I didn't memorize
Really?
it all.
Okay.
So.
Do you want
I'll
me to
just
pull it
do
up
the
here, or
right
do you
hand.
just want to do the level 1 thing?
I'll just do the level 1.
Just do
and
the
2
level
things.
1 thing.
Okay.
Cool, and then you got all week to practice.
Yeah.
And to earn points and maybe win the prize
Yeah.
for next week.
Right.
All right, cool. Here we go. On your mark, get set. Ah, that wasn't fair. Hang on, wait, and it means go. It means no. Uh-huh. Wait, go. It's go. Nice. Okay, and wait, go. Oh yeah, you got it. Beautiful job. Nice work. And I'm gonna remember to turn that off. There we go. All right, well, that's it. Like I said, you've got all week to practice this thing and to earn lots of points. So on behalf of myself and Kendra, and thank you also to Emily Pogue, the always lovely. That was wonderful. She turned her mic on to wave to you. That's the best thing I've seen all day. See you later.